wasn't quite as easy as the win on Friday, but it still has to feel pretty good, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think this was probably really good in preparing us, for the tournament, and that we didn't shoot well, and we really, really dug in on the defensive end. Not that we didn't shoot well, but we were turning it over a lot. We didn't have a lot of flow on offense. We didn't do a great job attacking their 1-3-1, and we really dug in. Our defense tonight is what helped us be successful, and was the biggest part probably.
They came back in the second. You surrendered the lead for not very long, a couple of minutes, if that. But the team stayed calm, came back, went on a 13-3 run to take the lead again. What does that say about your team, where they are now, that they can do something like that?
Yeah, that we can weather that storm. I mean, how many games did you and I talk about in December where we talked about we just couldn't weather the storm? We just didn't handle that right. And all of those experiences have really helped us be successful in those situations now. And I think with a young team it's one of the hardest things to learn and teach. And one of the most important things. And with a young team, you don't have that early. And I'm really proud of our group for not skipping a beat and just continuing to play and do what we do. And we did that tonight.
Said you're a young team. I mean, a lot of sophomores, a lot of freshmen.
Yeah. Yep.
Megan McGinnis, she had 12 total points. She scored 9 of those in the second half. I mean, that was a big part of the run.
Absolutely.
Yep. We'll start with the young players. Talk about players like Megan McGinnis and Vale McQuaid and Kelly Van Leeuwen coming in, hitting big shots.
Well, it's no coincidence, again, and I think I've said this before, but it's no coincidence that they're successful, because that freshman class, they work. They're in the gym more than anybody, more than anyone. And Kayla Stroman's in the gym a lot. They're in the gym more than Kayla. Even in December, January, and February, after practices, they're in the gym. Megan McGinnis shoots more than anybody I've ever coached. Jen McNamee shot a ton. Liz Fluke shot a lot. Megan McGinnis shoots a ton. So it's not a coincidence that she's successful, and I have to do a better job of finding ways to get her more shots. And she just really has come along in the second half. Val, the same way. She's such a smart basketball player. She wants to be successful. She's willing to do those things, and she works at it. And then I can't say enough good things about Kelly Van Leeuwen. Her demeanor as a freshman is remarkable as a freshman point guard. Her attitude throughout this whole season, especially for freshmen not playing a ton of minutes, sometimes they don't handle that the right way. And Kelly has, and she's a success story because she's contributed in big games in big ways, and in even bigger ways in practice and behind the scenes leadership-wise.
Now to move, today was senior day, to move towards the seniors a little bit. Allie Morris had 5 points, 2 rebounds. She did tie for the team high in steals. But a lot of what it looked like from where I was sitting, a lot of what she did doesn't really translate to the stat sheet because she was all over the place. Really. Talk about her a little bit.
Allie Morris is an attitude. She is a leader and she's our gauge as a group. And she turns the intensity up a notch when she gets on the floor. And she does a lot of things that don't show up in the stats. She works. She's aggressive. I've said it a million times how competitive she is. She is so much fun to coach because she will do whatever you ask her to. She'll run through a brick wall if it means that we can be successful. She doesn't care about points. She doesn't care about all these stats. It doesn't matter to her. She wants our team to win. And that is so invaluable as a senior.
And I know you talked about him a little bit before the game, for the radio broadcast, but then we already talked about Allie Morris. Can you talk about Meg Waterman and Grace Cunningham a little bit as well?
Yeah. First of all, Grace Cunningham is one of my favorite people. I mean, she has this charismatic personality. She has a polarizing personality, and she's a big time leader in our team. She knows when to keep us loose. She knows when to make us laugh. She does a great job. She's also one of the hardest workers. She constantly comes into practice. Now, she's been injured a lot of this year, but let's say 2 years ago she got a concussion. She was out for a couple of weeks, and she came back and played an entire game. I mean, just gutted it out, just because we needed her to. She's that tough. of a player. And she's so fun to be around. Megan Waterman is one of the nicest, most sincere people around. She's the one on our team. She's the mom on the team. She takes care of everybody. She helps, our younger players when they're struggling with academics and basketball and balancing all that. She's the one who talks them through that and helps them out. And she's just a quality person. She's a great student and obviously a lockdown defender. I mean, she, for 4 years, that has been her role for our team, and she's just a great defensive player.
And before we get into what this game meant for seeding going into the MAAC tournament and all the different tiebreakers that winning avoided, how important was it to win today for those 3 seniors?
Well, it was really important for our program, and that says a lot about our seniors and what they care about, because it wasn't about senior day today. It was, it was before the game, and it was, we had our reception, but when we started to play the game, it was about Niagara women's basketball winning a big basketball game. And that says so much about where the priorities of our senior leadership is. It's with our team. They don't care. They just want our team to be successful. Now, yeah, they want to be a part of that. And they are a big part of that. But that is the ultimate, is that our team is successful. And that's, a big part of why we were successful, because they're willing to do, Allie Morris is willing to do the dirty work, and that doesn't show up on a stat sheet. Megan Waterman is willing to put her own wants for, she hasn't been playing a ton, and it hasn't affected her supporting her teammates. And it's not the role she wants, but holy cow, does it take a mature young lady to be able to still be supportive and come to practice and work hard and really care about the team. I don't know a lot of people that could do that.
I'm sure we'll talk again before the tournament, do another video, talk about heading into that and any matchups. But how important was it to win, not only to win today, but maybe win the way you did, to secure the 5th seed, but then also keep the momentum going into the tournament? Yeah,
well, I think it was really big for our confidence to, win a game going into the tournament. For us not to be in the playing game, it's been a goal of ours since the preseason. We haven't talked about it since the preseason, but it's been, it was one of our 3 major goals, and that's a big goal to reach. And we hadn't talked about it since, because we've been focusing on game to game to game. And so it was really nice on senior day in the locker room to be able to, because we don't let them talk about it. If we hear them talk about it, it's no, we're focused on Manhattan. We're focused on who we're playing. We're focused on us. And so today it was really, really nice on senior day in our locker room to talk about a goal that we had reached that's really important to us and that we worked really hard for.